How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about certain names of places, of businesses, of people, of things that are now being seen as racist. 2 months ago, perfectly fine, no problem, no racism attached to their name, but now all of a sudden, under this whole Black Lives Matter, Hands Up, Don't Shoot, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Rayshard Brooks, these names I'm going to mention in this video are now being seen as racist. Now, there are quite a few things that are on this list, but the first thing that kind of prompted this video is if you're looking for a house right now, you're trying to buy, you're trying to rent, whatever the case, you might have a hard time seeing the master suite or the master bedroom be referred to as the master suite or the master bedroom, because apparently the term master or the word master is racist, because you had slaves back in the day in America and those slaves had masters. Therefore, the term master is racist. In Texas, there's at least one realtor group that will not use the term master to refer to the master bedroom. They'll say primary bedroom or main bedroom, okay? And it ain't just there in Texas in that one group. I've seen that here in Tennessee. Rather than saying master, they'll say owner suite, which I think might be kind of problematic too, because back to slavery, you had slaves that were owned by somebody. So the term owner could be racist. So you can't call it master, that's racist. You can't say owner, that's racist. So you got to say main or primary. Might as well say big mama's room, the big room, daddy's room, or something like that. Just a really kind of juvenile way of looking at it. I never even thought of the term master as it relates to master bedroom being something about slavery. I thought about it being just like the big room, the main room. Nobody, like, people aren't thinking this deeply about this stuff. I feel like there's some kind of specter, some kind of ghost running around calling everything on the books racist. And if people don't change it, if companies don't change it, then they want to try to cancel them, try to sue them, give them a lot of negative attention. It reminds me of Jesse Jackson back in the day, checking you down for money. Oh, give us some money, give us a donation, or we're going to go to the press and call you racist. That's kind of what it's feeling like right now, but I digress. So no more master suite. Either it's going to be the primary, main, maybe even owner if you don't live in a total SJW type place. All right. But there's also the term owner I was saying. Now, I didn't just get that from my own mind. You know, this is a thing that's already been done. Go to the NBA. You have, I think, 30 or 32 NBA teams. Each team has an owner, you know, at least one primary shareholder, the owner, right? Now, that term is also in the NBA been labeled racist. So the owners are not referred to as owners anymore. They're referred to as governors. Okay, so I'm being serious. Even Michael Jordan, and the rationale is that since the majority of the teams have white owners, aside from Jordan, maybe like one other guy, but definitely Jordan, the owners being white and most of the players, 80 to 90% being black, that's bad optics to say, okay, most of the black guys have, you know, white owners like slavery, so therefore you got to call them governors. I'm serious. So you have board of governors meetings and governors calls. That's what it's called right now. If you go to NBA.com and look up the team owner, you're not going to find it. You'll see team governor. Okay, go to the Charlotte Bobcats page and look at where, not Bobcats, so Hornets, and look at Michael Jordan's profile. It'll say team governor. All right. So not only do you have the term master and owner now be seen as racist, you also have certain music groups that are seen as racist, or maybe they are, maybe they're not. Lady Antebellum have changed the name to Lady A because antebellum refers to the antebellum South. And if you're in the South, that means that you were a racist, you were a slave owner, you hated black people, and it was just terrible. It's the same thing with Gone with the Winn. Oh, it was in the antebellum South, and it was a black person in there playing the maid, therefore it's racist. So now you got to have a 5-minute monologue of some random lady talking about the quote-unquote real context of the film, okay? That's what's going on. But getting back to Lady Antebellum, now they're known as Lady A. But the problem with that is that there was already a person named Lady A doing music over on the left coast for a very long time, a black woman playing the blues. So it's like, okay, you want to be seen as not racist. You want to be seen as inclusive and tolerant. So you're going to take a black person's name and, you know, use that for yourself to not be racist. How does this make any sense? It does not. All right. Also, the Dixie chicks, they were around probably about 20 years ago. I'm not really sure how long, it's been. I was never really a fan, but I've not really heard from them in probably about 15 years. But anyway, they're no longer the Dixie chicks because the term Dixie is racist because it refers to the South. And again, if you're from the South, that means you're racist, evil, hateful, bigot. You own slaves. In 1995, that's you. It doesn't really matter if that's true or false. It's irrelevant. If you're in the South, you're an evil bigot. So the term Dixie is inappropriate. So now they're called the chicks. I'm serious. I'm 100% serious. Now, in this case, it could be a PR stunt because, like I said, you've not heard from them in probably about 10 to 15 years. Okay. When's the last song that actually came out that you knew about and you liked? You tell me. Like I said, I was never really a fan, so I couldn't tell you what the first song was, let alone the most recent one. But I've not even heard about them in the good 10 to 15 years. All right. They've not had any kind of presence. This could be a PR stunt. Look at us. We're not racist. We're woke just like you. But anyway, so the Dixie term is not in their name anymore. They're just the chicks. But then let's not forget we have intersectionality going on. So you can't leave out the LGBTQ, ABCDEFG community. The term chicks is heteronormative. We can't have that anymore. So let's drop the term chicks. You're assuming gender and, we can't have the certain gender roles just be assigned normally. It's a derogatory term. Chick is dismissive. So just go drop the Dixie and the chicks. Just be called the. Matter of fact, no the, because that's just improper grammatically. And I'm offended as a grammatical person, as an English person. So just have no name, them people or them, whatever pronoun is appropriate for your species. Or like Prince did back in the day, had like a little symbol that you can't pronounce. The group formerly known as Dixie Chicks. How about that? That's the way it should be, but I digress. So you can't be called Dixie. You can't be called Antebellum. You can't be called anything. Also, I almost forgot about Winn Dixie. Oh yeah, Winn Dixie. They're saying that their name could be problematic and they want to change it. Maybe. They're looking into it, see if they want to change it. So Winn Dixie has been around for like 100 years with that same name in the South as a grocery store. That might not be around anymore. When do we stop doing this? I mean, seriously, master cylinder in your engine, the term master in general. I built PCs, been building them for a long time. I built the one that's right here. I have my main drive, the master drive, with all my OS on it. And then I have slave drives. If I'm doing the RAID array, I can't say master and slave drive. What am I going to call it? Okay. There are certain things like you have the master keys. You get all kind of things that have the term master, slave, or whatever. That's not necessarily referring to slavery or trying to glorify slavery. The term slave is a term that's used beyond slavery, as is the term master, that is used beyond being a master of a slave. Okay, if you are so offended at actual words that have meanings beyond slavery that were used during slavery, then I can't help you. You're just too soft and too weak and too frail for my liking. And like I was saying in previous videos and in this video, go to the hood, go to the Black community and talk to us. I'm from there. Talk to my friends and my family about the term master and all this and that. Are they really going to be offended? Are they really going to be butthurt about it and broken up about it? I doubt it. It's not really a real issue. In the hood, everybody worried about getting money and, safety. That's the two main things. I can guarantee you. I'm willing to bet all the tea in China, all the cash in my pocket, that are the two main issues, safety and money. Okay? Because if you're in the hood, you don't really want to be there. You want to get out. You need money to do that. And you living in a kind of a dangerous area, gunshots and everything else, worried about safety. So ain't talking about defunding police. It's like, what? You go to the hood, they don't want to defund the police. They don't even really want stop and frisk stopped for real in New York City because they understand how dangerous it is where they live. And they want whatever measure they can have to make it safer for them to be there. But those that are kind of on the outside looking in, want to just opine about what they think is the best thing for these people. They really don't know. They have no idea. So they just end up talking. So in their talking in their little ivory towers, sipping champagne or whatever, they say, you know what? The term master is racist. The term owner is racist. The term slave and everything is racist. Dixie is racist. Antebellum is racist. Uncle Ben's rice. Aunt Jemima's syrup. Everything, cream of wheat, the guy in the cream of wheat box with the chef hat, everything is racist. It's dumb. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. There are some actually racist things out there, but the things that we're focusing on aren't it at all. And the reality is, as I close, this is not a racist country that we live in. The USA is not a racist country. Is there some racism from some individual people? Yes. But it's not like overbearing to the point where you can't even leave your house and go about your daily life. It's just not like that at all. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think it was right to ban the term master suite as it relates to your master suite, your master bedroom? And that's a viewpoint. Let me know why in the comments below. How about everything else? Antebellum, Dixie. I mean, like I said, when do we stop? I've said it once. I've said it over and over again. The first thing was, oh, the Confederate flag, they're traitors and they shouldn't be here. We should get rid of them. That was all that they needed to get everything else in. We went for Confederate flags kind of being a thing that everybody agreed on, taken away, to now you can't even say that you're from the South without being called a racist. And I called it. I saw it coming. We got to stop giving the people an inch. Like I said, if you give them an inch, they'll take every single mile from here on planet Earth all the way to the sun. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.